good. It's very clean. Stoppers put in. Now that the mats are actually in, I hope you can tell the fit and finish on these things is just absolutely amazing. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Godspeed ZRZ. Now today I have something for you guys that you're probably expecting at this point. So as you know, we have been working on the Rubicon 392 here recently, and we do have the wheels and tires on the way. So with that being said, there are a few supporting modifications that we need to go ahead and install, like the spare tire delete here, and also the new floor mats. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and uninstall all this DIY stuff that I did to this one, because none of you are really gonna have the same setup unless you did exactly what I did. And if you did do what I did for the DIY setup, you'll know how to take it back apart. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip that for you guys, and we'll jump to the install of the awesome brand new spare tire delete. And while we're at it, we might as well go ahead and install one of the latest pieces I just got. Just to tell you guys what it is the Hook Off-Road spare tire delete. So with this kit, obviously, as you guys know, I did a DIY video for the spare tire delete in the past, and it's worked really well, but it just doesn't look good. So I found this online. It was only about $70 some. Not bad at all, or maybe $60, I can't remember. But for this one, it's got a few different pieces on it. Usually most of these spare tire deletes do have a few pieces, like the rough country one and stuff like that. So for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and do at least a light install. I may go ahead and wire up all the lights, but I may not go ahead and do that tonight. I may just install it, see what the fit and finish is like, and then wire it up later. So we've already got this disassembled back to how it basically would be if you took it back apart. And for this, you guys are gonna see, you're gonna have all these bolts going around here, and we're gonna have to loosen all these up. And if my memory serves me correct, we're gonna have to use a 1/2-inch socket for this to loosen up all these bolts. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do right now, and we'll be right back. And I want to give some advice to anyone that may be in the same position as me, that used to work out, that has developed at least some muscle memory. You don't just want to use one dominant hand as your wrenching hand, or you will get a result like this on one arm, which I haven't lifted again in 4 years. And then this will be your non-wrench arm. Yeah, it's pretty rough. So if you take anything from me, use both arms whenever you're using the wrench, or this one's gonna get a little bit bigger and this one is gonna continue to get smaller. So now I'll use my left hand. Another thing you should keep in mind whenever you're doing a spare tire delete is these little knobs right here. As many of you guys know, these are actually quite a bit bigger whenever they come from the factory. They usually have this end that comes up here and goes out to protect your tire from hitting the back of the tailgate. I was on Amazon yesterday and ended up finding something pretty cool, a nice solution instead of just having this jagged edge. So I'm gonna pull both of these out and show you what we got. So hopefully you guys can see here, these are just basically little stoppers that will fill in the holes, and it's got a flush surface to this side. So we'll pop them in, and that should just clean up the look of the back even more. And hopefully you guys can see here, once you do get them put in, they actually do clean up the look quite a bit. And it did come with this extra one too. So I'm assuming it is for this one right here. And we'll go ahead and pull this one out if we can and see if that's the right one. This one actually doesn't feel like it's snug enough. You can see the difference in size here. So I'm not exactly sure which one the bigger one's supposed to go for. Maybe it is actually for this one if you decide to delete the brake light and the camera. So for now, I'm just gonna pop this one back in and leave this one in the package. So on the installation notes here, it tells you all the tools required and labels all the parts pretty easily. But it actually says for installation time, about 1 to 2 hours for 2 to 3 people needed. Installation times differ according to your mechanical skill level. Please verify all parts are present and read instructions carefully before starting installation. All right, so we've read step 1. So what I think we should start off with is just installing the camera into this little piece right here. and I actually believe that it's calling for the screws it had from the factory, and I think I could have thrown those away, but whenever you put it in, obviously it's going to look like that. But I do think I've thrown mine away, so I'm going to figure out something real quick and then we'll get started. So since I actually did lose the little screws that are supposed to hold it in from your original tire holder, I just zip tied it. So hopefully this will work and I'll still be able to fit the connection on top right here. I think it should work just fine, but we will find out here shortly. All right, guys, and just like that, we've got it installed here. You can see I did go ahead and install the light. I did not hook it up. What I do plan to do, this is actually a brake light. So what I plan to do is just to wire this up to a switch. I don't want the third brake light to actually come on, but I think I might switch it out for a different light that could still fit in here that I have over here in another box, and just wire it up as another light bar. And then you guys can see here as well, the camera, which is down here. It did change the angle because originally, you know, they're about right here, but now it's all the way down here. So you can see the bumper and stuff in the camera, but the way that it's set up, it looks really, really good. It's very clean. Now with the stoppers put in, obviously it cleaned it up quite a bit. And the way this is designed, it didn't really make sense to me at first, but once you get it all put together, all 4 or 5 pieces, well, I guess 6 pieces, you can see everything is the way it is for a certain reason, and it's really cool to see the design and the actual functionality of it. It actually turned out really, really well, very functional, and it looks great too. So guys, we just got a little shipment in here of some floor mats from the same company actually that had sent me the headlights, LastFit. So I wanted to go ahead and open these things up and see what they actually look like. It's really great packaging. I mean, I've never really seen any with a carry case like that. It's pretty cool. They're all packaged up pretty well. So they're gonna come packaged up just like this. And to give you guys an idea of the texture, so you can see here, you've actually got the snaps on the bottom side. They actually are made to fit here for the JL Wranglers, and they are laser measured as well, so you've got that big cup to really hold anything that you would get down on your actual floor. And the tread pattern here, it's really cool. It actually seems kind of similar to my Mickey Thompson Baja Boss, which is nice. And then they've got the LastFit logo right there, which looks really good. And I'll pull out the back one too so we can see it. And then for the rear mat, whoa. Yeah, these look really good too. So you can see the exact same layout that you'd expect from the OEM. These do seem to be a little bit more rigid, a different material nonetheless, but definitely really cool. And I like the texture on the back ones too. It even came with a LastFit liner user manual, tips for installation. And it also goes over the return policy there. So anyway, overall, just first impressions without even putting them in, these things are pretty wicked. So now that we've got these things actually installed, I wanted to show you guys the fit and finish, and it is absolutely amazing. I'm actually really, really impressed. You can see there's not much of a gap anywhere. Like I said before, these are laser cut to fit, so they fit really well, and I think they'll hold really anything that ends up falling down to those mats. And for the back, they are really nice as well. One thing I did notice though, on each side they do have the anchor point like they should, and there's a secondary anchor point in the back, and these actually don't have like a snap to fit. It's just more of a cover. But aside from that little piece right there, these are really, really impressive. I do like them better than the OEM. I think they're a cleaner look. It's not a topographic map like the new JLs are. You get that tread pattern like you would see in like the JK mats, which I always liked a little bit more. But if you guys didn't already know, I do have a discount code for LastFit, and it's down in my description. So if you haven't already, go check them out. The discount is pretty aggressive, so you'd probably be surprised what you could get on there. They've got a bunch of equipment to look through. But for now, I'm just really impressed with the actual fit and finish of these mats once I actually got them installed. Well guys, that's going to do it for today. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the new spare tire delete as well as the all new mats in the Rubicon 392. If you guys like this kind of content, please let me know. I would love to put out some more stuff like this for you guys. It's easy to do. I can do it at night if we need to. But as always, until next time, just take it easy.